didn't know the darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. As I fall, I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire. Darkness was mine. Didn't know it was there the whole time. Secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. Still hear that
What's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Thursday, July 17th, 2025. Yes, got it right. Today I'm going to be playing some World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria Classic. I'm calling it as release, even though it doesn't release until officially release until Monday. It's basically released at this point. The pre-patch content is released, and it's pretty much all of Mists of Pandaria, so we'll just call it as released, even though it doesn't technically release until the 21st. So officially it doesn't release until the 21st, but it's available to play now. Anyway, I'm going to be doing some work on my Death Knight today, and then probably in the second half I'm going to switch over to my Pandaren Monk and do some leveling on my Pandaren Monk, because my Pandaren Monk definitely needs to be leveled. My Death Knight at this point is at max level and won't be able to get more levels until Monday, so because the level cap as of the official release will be level 90, and my Death Knight is at level 85. But until the official release, my Death Knight's not gaining any levels, so leveling him, kind of pointless. But I'm still going to do the work with the battle pet dailies, just so that I have the routine going, and I am earning the gold at the same time. So that being said, let's get into the game. It's also still uncomfortably hot in here, so I do apologize for the fan noise. My wife and I were planning on getting a portable AC unit for our apartment, but we ended up having to buy a car because our car is totaled.
Hey there.
Because of some inconsiderate douche that decided that he wasn't going to pay attention to what he was doing and where he was going, and rear-ended my wife on her way to work. Okay.
How are you?
So now, instead of a 2018 Chevy Volt, we are now going to be driving a 2001 Ford Taurus, which totally blows, because we're, in addition to having to spend $2,500 on the car itself, we're now having to spend like $500 on a new car stereo head unit, because the 2001 Ford Taurus doesn't even have Bluetooth.
Don't waste my time. Quickly, quickly!
Let alone a backup camera or an infotainment center. So we're gonna have to spend more money on a backup camera and an infotainment, a car stereo head unit with an infotainment screen compatible with Apple CarPlay, so that we can continue to have Apple CarPlay in the car, as well as the backup camera. I'm just gonna pass and let. Oh, blistering cold is so cool.
Quest complete. Speak quickly. Watch your back.
I am glad that while the pet journal is account wide, the battle pet dailies are not yet account wide, and I think that was a huge mistake for them to do by making the battle pet dailies account wide in retail, because it makes it so much harder to level multiple alts at the same time, because battle pet dailies are like the best way in retail to level a character, especially once you get a character high enough level to be able to have a flying mount.
Can I help you?
It makes getting
For the
to
Alliance.
all of the battle pet dailies so much easier. I'm still working on yesterday's YouTube specific content for retail WoW. I should have that up today. It's looking very much like what's going to happen is I'm going to pretty much be posting the YouTube specific content the day after so like retail WoW on Wednesdays for Twitch, retail WoW on Thursdays for YouTube, and so on and so forth. So classic WoW will be YouTube content will be on Fridays. Minecraft content will be posted on Saturday. So pretty much it's going to stay in line with when the Twitch VODs get reposted to YouTube, because I do those 24 hours after each Twitch stream. Just because I don't want to run afoul of the terms of service for Twitch affiliates, where you cannot post the same content to multiple other platforms until at least 24 hours after the end of the actual stream. Which is why if you look on my YouTube channel, my Twitch VODs don't officially go live on YouTube until 9 a.m. Pacific time the following day. I want to make sure that the extra damage keeps going. Nice.
Quest complete.
Perfect.
What can I do for you?
Also, I'm kind of irritated at the fact that the view distance in Classic seems to be heavily truncated compared to retail. Like retail, let me see if I can. Those two towers that you can kind of see in the distance, you can, if you're at that previous battle pet trainer, and you get on a flying mount and go straight up, you can see those towers from that battle pet trainer as clearly as you can see them now, but way further back. And I looked, and there is no adjustment to make that any better. I pretty much have view distance maxed out. I have all the graphics maxed out. And so getting like 119 FPS on classic is pretty decent. Alright.
Hey there. Have a good one. You need something? See you around.
Again, what we want to do is hit him first with the Call Blizzard. Then hit him with a Blistering Cold. Blistering Cold seems to be the thing. There we go.
Quest
What
complete.
can I do for you? Be careful.
I also wish that the gold would increase to where it's to the gold reward for the battle pet dailies would be increased to where it is in retail, because gold rewards in classic are severely lacking. Super severely lacking. We might still be able to get the portable AC unit, especially if we get it off of like Facebook Marketplace or something, because my wife is getting a refund of a $200 refund on the deposit for the rental car, as well as the fact that she rented the car, or the rental agreement was through Saturday, and she's going to be returning the rental car today. So she should be getting a refund, a partial refund at least, for today, Friday, and Saturday. And depending on how much the rental car was for those 3 days, we could be seeing a sizable refund in addition to the $200 deposit. Though most of that will probably go towards getting the car stereo head unit. We're still I'm still undecided as to whether or not we're going to be getting wired versus wireless for the Apple CarPlay, because wired, obviously we're still going to need the USB cord to plug into the car stereo head unit to play, or to have Apple CarPlay happen. If we go with wireless, that'll be a huge improvement, because we might be able to get like one of those car mounts that charges the phone, wirelessly charges the phone as well. And also I won't have to use the wireless CarPlay adapter that we have, which will be nice to not have to use that. Also, whether we go with wireless versus wired will determine where we get the new head unit from and where we get it installed. If we go with wired, we're likely going to be going with this local store that does vehicle audio upgrades called Car Toys. If we go with wireless, we're most likely going to be going with Best Buy, just because Car Toys, the cheapest car stereo head unit with Apple CarPlay is $350,
Can I help you?
and that's with wired.
Have a good one.
The cheapest wireless at Car Toys is $400. Whereas Best Buy, the cheapest wireless is $350. And the cheapest wired is like $300, or actually $280.
Hello. See you around.
Also include, we also have to include the, like, it's going to cost like $50-$60 for the backup camera, no matter where we go. But the problem with going with Best Buy is the fact that at Best Buy we're going to likely be paying for installation as an extra cost, whereas Car Toys, there is no extra cost for installation. There might be extra costs for, other parts to be able to do the installation, but there won't be a charge for the actual installation itself. Whereas with Best Buy, we'd likely be paying for the installation. And my stepdad has had some bad experiences with getting car stereo equipment installed in a car at Best Buy. He tried to get a XM radio receiver installed at Best Buy, and they completely tore apart his the dashboard of his car, prompting him to make a insurance claim. Also, speaking of car insurance, I want to give a huge shout out to USAA. They're not a sponsor. They're just the insurance company that I use, simply because when we first got our current car, that we named Cavan. Cavan insurance for Cavan with State Farm was nearly $400 a month. When we switched to USAA, it got dropped to like $250, and it's now at like $220. So, yeah, big shout out to USAA for the super affordable insurance, which is unfortunately super high per month because Cavan is a plug-in hybrid, and plug-in hybrids and regular hybrids and even straight EVs have a higher insurance premium than standard gasoline engine vehicles, which is sad, but true. I knew I was going to be losing Frosty here. That was just a given. I almost always lose Frosty against this particular battle pet trainer. Ooh,
Quest complete.
Need help? Farewell.
heal up my guys. Let's take off. I really should do Scholomance and Stratholm with my Death Knight just so that I can get an idea of what levels I'm looking at. Officer Kennedy, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. But yeah, if I do Scholomance and Stratholm with my Death Knight, which I know I can solo those 2 dungeons with my Death Knight, that'll give me an idea. I appreciate it. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, if I do those 2 dungeons with my Death Knight, which I know I can solo them with my Death Knight, I'll be able to figure out or get a good idea of when my monk will be able to do them. Because I want to be able to do the dungeons. That's no problem. But I want to be able to do the dungeons with my monk so that I can, again, power level the monk. Because in addition to battle pet dailies being a great source of power leveling, doing dungeon runs is, at least the initial dungeon run where you have the in-dungeon quests to complete, is also a great way to power level. But also doing dungeon runs is a great way to farm gold. Not only because of the gold that you pick up in dungeon, but also because of the gear that you pick up that you're able to either vendor or put on the auction house. I want to keep this blistering cold going as long as possible because it is just, it can get to be massive damage done. I mean, blistering cold has been like the saving grace. So many times I thought I was gonna lose, and then the blistering cold frostbite pops up, and it just keeps popping up and doing massive damage over and over and over again. And of course, the fact that Frosty is technically undead also helps, because it gives me that one last turn of dealing damage before he dies. Sorry, my wife just tried to call me. So let me give her a quick text message to let her know, hey, I'm streaming right now. So just take a second. So we've got... Yeah. Yay, I won.
The
Quest
dark
complete.
times will pass. We will have justice.
Can't seem to figure out how
How
to
are you?
get the battle pet dailies to show up
See you
on the
later.
map. I've downloaded a few add-ons, but for some reason battle pet dailies don't show battle pet trainers don't show up on the map with the little green paw print. Thankfully, I know where most of them are, so it's not that big of a deal. At least in Eastern Kingdoms, it's super easy to find them. In Northrend, it's also relatively easy to find them, to know where they are. They're all pretty much within a certain perimeter of a flight path. Outlands, it's a little bit more difficult. There's a couple that are hard to spot right away. The Cataclysm ones are, again, fairly easy to find. They're within visual range of the most of the flight paths. There is one Cataclysm tamer that I do as part of the Eastern Kingdoms, and that's the Twilight Highlands. Mostly because the Twilight Highlands one can be reached via regular flight path, whereas some of the other Cataclysm ones are harder to reach via regular flight path. The sticky bomb never gets to actually go off on these guys.
Quest complete.
And again, in retail, you can see the volcano actually going off from the battle pet trainer or tamer. I keep calling them trainers, they're tamers. But you can actually see the details of the volcano going off from the tamer. Whereas, for some reason in Classic, you don't actually get to see the details of the fact that this mountain is technically a volcano until you get to about here.
Here there.
Oh, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break so I can run some ads. Then when I come back from break, we're going to have a quick word from my sponsor, and then we're going to keep going. So back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. an expansion yet. Kind of can't afford it yet. But, you know, maybe if enough people sub, I'll be able to afford it. Anywho's.
It's too far away.
Also, it's weird. It's not a partnership. It's not a sponsorship per se. It is technically considered a affiliate ship.
That should.
There we go.
I thought I would be the one saving you. Right here. A formidable deed.
There we go. Let us begin.
Ooh. Here we go. Awesome, we have 7 of 8 players. Alright, let's get my gear repaired. Wrath of the Lich King Classic dropped, so we're going to do that instead. Without further ado, let's get into the game. So right now I am in the starting zone. Of course, there's going to be a lot of issues with add-ons right now. So, where are you from? Are you excited to be here? What are you most excited to see? Just standard stuff, really. Alright. Let's keep going. So I don't have the ability to watch Game of Thrones. I mean, if I had the ability to watch it, I'm sure I would thoroughly enjoy it, but I don't have the ability to watch it, so I don't watch it. Almost there, almost there. There's another.
Work complete.
Yes! Okay. Let's see here. Alright, we're gonna want to maybe get 2 more carrots. Alrighty, we're back from break. What the heck is going on?
Okay. This is weird. My face cam seems to be messed up right now. Anyway, back from break. Let's have a quick word from sponsor. Today's sponsor is Dubby Energy. Dubby Energy is a great energy drink. Sorry, it's Dubby. That's the brand. It's got lots of vitamins and minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee berries. No artificial dyes or colors, no artificial fillers, no sugar, just good, clean energy to get you through the day and help get you going at your first thing. It 30 with 30 servings per tub, but it comes out to about $1.50 a serving, which is far less than your average commercially available energy drink. I mean, for 25 ounces. Well, technically 24 ounces, but I usually overfill it. So 24 ounces for $1.50, you can't beat that. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to w.gg. You can either, if you don't want to commit to a full tub, you can get one of their starter sets. I think the starter set is like $16. You get a shaker cup and a variety pack of single serve packets of some of their most popular flavors, both energy and hydration, because they do have hydration varieties as well that are not caffeinated. And if you use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout, you save 10% on your order, you help support the channel, and you can, by doing that, you're letting them know, hey, Macromaster sent me, and I love his content, and I wanted to try the energy drink based off of what I saw in his content. So again, w.gg, promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1, saves you 10% on your order, and you help support the channel. And get yourself some energy drink that has awesome flavors, like Galaxy Grenade, which is what I'm drinking today, and awesome flavors and good clean energy. Oh, that's good. And I even make it half strength too. I don't make it full strength because I like to extend how much Dubby powder I have.
What's on your mind?
Alright, let's get back to the game.
Be good.
What is going on with OBS today? That is so weird. OBS is just like lagging so much. Maybe if I fully shut down my computer for a while, maybe it'll fix the issue. Alright, I'm getting tired of taking damage every round because of the weather. So let's switch back to Blizzard. Alright, I'll lose Frosty, but that's
My attention. What's
kind
your
of to
bet?
be expected. TikTok still hasn't finished their review of my one video that got flagged. What is going on with OBS? I can't tell if it's
Off with you.
just on my end or if it's on your guys' end. So if there's like really bad stuttering, please let me know.
Watch.
Okay. This is unfortunately untenable right now, so I'm gonna finish this Battle Pet Tamer and then I'm going to call it a day because this is just concerning me. I mean, my game is running just fine, but for some reason OBS is stuttering like crazy. And I have no idea if it's visible or not. So I'm gonna try and finish this Battle Pet Tank. I 8 and 9. OBS, or if it is, it seems like it's OBS because everything on the OBS side, aside from the my microphone settings, seems to be glitchy and stuttering. I'm wondering that I missed and. No. That's what's causing the issue.
Quest complete.
Alright.
Talk to me. Be good.
Okay. Let's just quit, exit. Alright. That is going to do it for me today, folks. I don't know what the problem is. I hope it's just an OBS issue. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time playing some Minecraft, continuing to build up my base and my tram system. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace out, stay frosty, have a great day, and stick around for the raid.